Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astrogat Mysore. Today let us understand Rahu and the series with regard to Rahu in the first house, second house, third house and onwards for all the 12 houses. So I have already done one class on Rahu and appearance, attire, how they look, how are their expressions and so on. So there might be some repetitiveness in this, but still I am trying to classify them under weak Rahu in the first house, strong Rahu in the first house. Here strong means positive. Let me write the sign. Weak is negative. Okay? And malefic and strong, anyway, the name is malefic, so it is a weak, it's a negative strong Rahu. Malefic and weak, that is a negative weak Rahu. So I have some classifications here. As you can see, this is for Rahu in the first house, and particularly regarding behavior and character of the person. So when it is a weak Rahu in the first house has the most important character, that is the self, the mental makeup, the physical structure of the person, the bones. So in Uttarakamruda it is like Dehascha, Avayavascha, Sukha, Asukha, Sukha, Asukha, Jaraste. Jara means old age. So all this should be seen from the first house. Janmasthala, that is the birth place, everything has to be seen, but I will not go into all that. I am only talking about behavior and character. So let us take it as a classroom session so that we will go slow, but let us go into in detail. If Rahu is in the first house and weak, you will have to understand whether it is a strong Rahu, weak Rahu, and all these things depending on the avastha of Rahu, the status. Whether it is in a good house, whether it is in a good sign or a bad sign, and all these things will give you the strength of Rahu. Like for example, we all know that Rahu is very well placed in Aquarius because it treats that house as its own sign. So that is why we tell Kujavat Ketu and Shanivat Rahu. That is, Rahu acts like Saturn and Ketu acts like Kuja. Kuja means Mangal, that is Mars. So Rahu acts like Saturn, Ketu acts like Mars. So Ketu has been given one house for as its own house. It's a substitute, let us say, alternative, that is Scorpio, that is one of the houses of Mars. Same way, one of the houses of Saturn has been allotted to Rahu as an alternate. So let us take it as an alternate, it is Aquarius. So let us say that that particular Rahu there is known as a strong positive Rahu. The Rahu and Ketu are said to exalt and debilitate. So Rahu is said to exalt between. So I have referred a lot of books and finally I have come to a point that it gets exalted between in the nakshatra of Mrigashira. So Mrigashira nakshatra, Mrigashir Shardha Vrishabham, that is Mrigashirsha 1 and 2 is in Vrishabha, 3 and 4 in Mithuna. So the last two amshas of Vrishabha Rashi, that is Taurus, and the first two amshas, that is 0 degrees to 6 degrees 40 minutes in Gemini, is the Mrigashira nakshatra, and Rahu is said to exalt in those 13 degrees 20 minutes. Some people take it for 30 degrees taking from that center, but I will take only that one nakshatra. And opposite to that nakshatra is Jyeshtha nakshatra, third pada, fourth pada, Mula nakshatra, first and second pada, which is for Ketu. So the exaltation of Ketu. So that we always regard it as strong Rahu. So the reverse of it will be weak Rahu. So if people are asking me what is strong Rahu, what is weak Rahu, this is how we decide it. So we need to go through the books and then understand that whether Rahu as a planet is strong in a watery sign, strong in a movable sign, whether it is weak in a movable sign, whether it is whether Ketu is strong in a fixed sign. So all this with lot of study. Study only makes a person perfect in this particular science of astrology. So weak, the person is confused, will not be able to take the right decisions because of the confusion. Too much of dilly dallying will keep happening. Fear, that is phobia. This fear is also for many other things, but the major fear is kinds of phobia. When people see a small lamp, they feel that the whole room is lit with fire. So that's a phobia. So there are different phobias. So phobia, indecisiveness, as I said, confused people cannot take decisions. So indecisiveness is the discretionary power, the loss of discretionary power as to whether this is right, whether this is wrong, should I take it up or not. That is also not there with regard to Rahu when it is weak. So they start copying from others and start imitating. This is a very easy thing to understand in children, because when they go to school, you can see that they copy from their you know classmates, the behavior, the slang, the way they talk, the words, they copy it and then immediately replicate the same thing at home. But this starts happening in adults. They start copying from others as to they'll copy from success people, sorry, not success people. I don't know where my English is running. I'm talking Rahu. So people who have got fame and success, they will start following them and copying them and imitating them. So they feel that if I copy them and imitate them, then I will also get success. So that is because they are weak in their own strength. So they start copying and imitating with regard to what to wear, what to eat, how to behave in the expressions and all those things. So they start copying. So this can happen from the nearest friend with copying from the nearest friend, or from even a film actor. So it can happen from from an idol. So it happens. So if it is strong, then these people are very well focused with regard to what they want to do in life. They are very focused, they are very industrial and practical in their approach. This is with regard to the behavior and character. I am not going to go away from the subject. So they are very focused, they don't easily get distracted. These people get very fast, they get distracted. These people are very focused. We call them as pointed. These people with a strong Rahu know that they can do multiple things, but they are very focused and pointed. They'll do one thing after the other. They are not like Jupiter. Jupiter, when it is strong in the ascendant, those people would want to learn this, that, everything. They will be master of something, but they would also be jack of many other trades. But these Rahu first house strong, these people have extremely well planned life. That's why it is stable. They are very stable in character. They don't change their words, whatever sentences and words and commitments they give, they keep it. They keep it very strong. They are very engineering in thought. They are practical and engineering in thought. Very less, unnecessary imagination, dreaming. All that is very less here. So these people are practical and extremely focused with regard to their work. So they are hard working like Saturn. So they can take a lot of responsibility, and they are duty bound. Their routine is very good. Food habits are very good. Hygiene habits are very good. So people always have a myth here. If Rahu is in the Lagna, they feel that these people are all drunkards. I don't know, this is running everywhere. Rahu in the Lagna doesn't mean that every person is a drunkard and eats non-veg, or eating non-veg to a certain level is a different perspective altogether. I will not tell it is good, bad, ugly. I don't want to comment it today because I am talking about behavior and character. But don't think that Rahu in the first house makes a person promiscuous, bad character. No, you please check whether Rahu is strong. Those people are very hard working. They are extremely honest. They are very good at their whatever commitment they give to people. They will never step back. Even they take the hardest step of somehow trying to fulfill the commitment. They will not take that a step back, telling that okay, if I do this, I may lose something. Whatever they lose, they will try to finish their commitment once they have given it. So that is a strong Rahu. It is one of the strongest planets to be placed in the Lagna. If one of the best planets to be placed in the Lagna if it is benefic and strong. Okay, malefic. Now, Rahu can be malefic and strong, and malefic and weak. So let us say a strong Rahu is malefically afflicted. A weak Rahu malefically afflicted. So that's what is the category there. Strong Rahu, if it is malefically afflicted, let's say with Mars, Sun, and all those things, then Rahu also gets malefically afflicted. People always think that Rahu is the only planet which can afflict a person. No. Now Rahu also gets afflicted. The best Rahu is the Rahu without any affliction. That is no placement of conjunction or aspect of any other planet. Rahu is very good at it. Very good at doing whatever it gives to the person. Focused people. Everybody wants to be focused, industrial, stable, hardworking, make a lot of money, name. All that will come with a strong Rahu. A malefically strong Rahu, a overconfident person will take decisions which might hurt his or his whole family. Because of one stupid investment, he might lose everything, or because of one bad decision, they might encounter an accident. So all this can happen because of overconfidence. Adamant, they will not listen to people. They are one way. That is, people have to listen to them. They will not take in anything. So that is the attitude what these people have. Rebellious in culture. They don't want to follow the traditions and culture of the family. They will be like, why should I do this? I'll do something else. Let me get married, in the office. I don't want to give the option of a traditional marriage. I don't want to satisfy my parents' happiness or whatever. So these people are very, very rebellious with regard to the kind of placement Rahu is placed. They go against anti-cultural. So we need to first check whether it is malefically strong in the horoscope. They are bold and dangerous. So that means I told accidents, going very fast, taking decisions like throwing the notice, the what we call as resigning the job on a split of a second, moment, suddenly like that, because something went wrong in a meeting, I'll resign the job and I'll go away. So these people don't think much. They take a decision thinking that they have already taken the best step. So they will not have regret. They will never regret. These people will never regret. Even they have hit the lowest point in their life, they will never regret. So these people will always be regretting. Weak Rahu will always be regretting that, I should not have done that, I should not have done this. So these people are, there is a fear there. Here, there is no fear, and though they do anything wrong, they will never regret. And luckily for these people, if the Lagnadipati, the 9th Lord, the 4th Lord, these are all well posited. So luckily these people will survive a long run in this society with all this overconfidence and adamancy. Okay, let us go to the malefic and weak position of Rahu. We all know this OCD. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. This happens if Rahu and Ketu is placed in the 1-7 axis, and particularly Rahu in the first house and malefically, weakly posited in the first house. It also happens when Rahu is in the 7th and malefically posited, but most of it is towards this side. So obsessive compulsive disorder, and there is also problems of ADHD or bipolarity or ADHD. So all this can happen if it is malefic and weak. If Rahu is weak, first of all, they have a confused, distracted, fear, indecisiveness. Now, having a malefic also sitting on it, illusions, stories, dangerous. So illusions. The next word is already there. So you get illusions. They suddenly get illusions. So they are not making up any story. They really see that. So they need counseling and a lot of precautions with regard to how to behave with them. We cannot be harsh with them. Anything can happen anytime. So we need to be very careful with these people. So they have fake personality because they do not want to show their weakness in front of people. They are, it's like they want to have a mask in front of them. I have spoken about this with regard to Rahu and attire. Applying lipsticks, makeups, they want to look good, they want to unnecessarily look, very good. Their personality outside their house is something different, and inside their homes, it's very different. So, these people have fake personality, they have social appearance is more important than the real identity. This I think you people can relate to with Rahu when it is weak and malefic. These are the qualities which have to be understood to understand how to make a BTR, a birth time rectification. So video number 170 is the video which I will be attaching in the end for you people to understand Rahu and attire. I will be putting other videos also along with this video in the end screen. But this is the behavior and character a person goes through when Rahu is in the first house. So thank you very much for